There are four different ways that we can create custom events in HubSpot. Some of them don't require you to be a developer, some of them do, or at least to know a little bit of code. So, Maggie, do you want to walk us through each of these and how they might be useful?
Yeah, definitely. I'll just go left to right here. So starting with that, we've got our two codeless options on the left here. Starting with that event visualizer. This is a Marketing Hub exclusive feature. So this is the only part of the custom events app that is exclusive to Marketing Hub Enterprise. And this allows you to track very specific page views or clicks on your website without necessarily needing to know how to code. And it is an experience that when you drill into it, you type in your website, it will launch your website actually within HubSpot, kind of really similar to how the HubSpot CMS does. And then you can use a point and click experience to say, this is the click I want to track. You can also use it to track page views. One of the most common misconceptions or sort of misuses I see of the event visualizer, the page views by themselves are actually not any different in terms of the metadata that they capture than the regular page views that are captured by the HubSpot tracking script. So they're exactly the same. Why would you use the visualizer to capture a page view? It's really because of one very specific set of functionality. When you're wanting to use page views in places like lists or workflows, you can't do any sort of wildcard functionality to quickly grab many pages at once. So the use case that we see a ton is if you have a lot of blogs on your website and you want to have a single list that captures everyone that has viewed any blog, you can make a custom event that is hubspot.com/blog/wildcard. And that will fire every single time someone hits any of the blogs. So the event visualizer for page views makes it easier to capture many pages at once. If you're just trying to capture one page at a time, I would kind of say just use the tracking script for that, save yourself the pain. But it's a really great way to identify specific sets of page views that are important and unique to you. So that's one thing I want to highlight about the event visualizer very specifically, because that does come up quite a bit.
With the event visualizer, you mentioned that it'll bring up your website. If you have a web app, can you also use this visualizer to track different engagements within that web app?
You can, absolutely. What you need to do first is make sure that you're authenticated or logged into that app in a different tab before you try to bring up the visualizer. Because if you just try to type in sort of the URL of that SaaS app that you're trying to track, it's not going to work because we don't know the login to your tool. So you have to be logged in a different browser window, which is a little confusing. But once you are, you'll be able to track that just like any other website that you're configuring tracking on.